How you doing, boys? Tomato sauce in here. Good morning, good morning. It's been a little while. I hope all of you are having an awesome day. I just got back from a little workout, little run. So, we're trying to get swole here. What I wanted to do is give you some top 5 solo shuffle tips that'll help any of you improve. So I've unlocked the solo shuffle transmog on almost all of my alts now. So let's get down with what I think are the top 5 tips for improving yourself in solo shuffle gameplay. The first tip is absolutely understanding your class. So what does this mean? Understanding how all of the modifiers within your class affect your class, how to get a proper burst rotation out, when to properly utilize crowd control abilities, when to go for a kill and when to peel back, just fully understanding your class throughout each and every round of solo shuffle. It just involves doing a little bit of research, right? Maybe looking up some guides on YouTube, maybe looking up a Wowhead guide if you're more into the whole reading thing, but you have to have a deep knowledge and understanding of your class. My next best tip for solo shuffle improvement, and really any improvement in WoW, is essentially prioritizing your survivability above all else, right? So in this one, I'm going to try to not get basically caught out by old candy flip over here, but I'm still going to go for it. Try to save our boy. I'm still rooted. I'm prioritizing my survivability a little too well. All right, I'm gonna get my juice going in a sec here. And I am definitely prioritizing survivability right now because I am not doing any damage. Whoops. That was the worst meta of all time. We've basically traded nothing. Gonna get a little bit of dam out here, hopefully. Into a hunt. There we go. And we forced the block there. So we are currently surviving, trying to keep our boy alive. Give him a little dark action since they want to root us in it. And we get the dub there, right? Little fear action using some CC. I would usually use that fear on the healer, right? So I'm understanding my class there, but adding that CC in line with the infernal stun that came out just gave us enough disruption to win the round. So I actually showcased a very poor understanding of my class there, as I could not connect to that frost mage for the longest time, but we still got the win there. So prioritizing survivability. Again, you saw me darking for our warlock buddy. Next, using our crowd control abilities. Crowd control abilities are absolutely huge in any version of this game, but especially solo shuffle. You got to use them, because if you don't, you won't have any real disruption in the game, right? So the crowd control abilities are pretty big. They're putting some damage into me. Get some stuff rolling there. I'm gonna trinket this. Maybe not the best trinket. This kid's in casting circle. No wall up. Oh no, he did have the wall up. That was a bad stun. But it's okay. Sometimes it's all about the micro CC. We overlap dark and all the juice there. Sending this without the big blade dance. Keep that mortal strike up as much as possible. That I'm sure the warrior is as well. Need to start looking at my DRs a little better. Good polys from the mage here. Although now I'm DR polyed. Does our boy go down? It looks like he might. Yep, they go down. So the caster cleave wins. All right. My next tip for solo shuffle is to stay aware of your surroundings. So we just watched our priest, completely oblivious to his surroundings, get caught out on some big double caster cleave burst. And that did not work out very well for him. So if you're not aware of your surroundings, you could potentially throw a game like that, even when it looks like it's won, right? Also, to touch back on using your crowd control abilities, make sure you pay attention to your DRs. I just woke up an hour ago, and this is the first little game of the day, so that's what I'm blaming it on. We use our blur here. Hit that guy with some juice. Send in the fear. Oh, the warrior. Trying to let our boy get us back up. Big damn here. Big CC on the monk. And we get the dub there. Big damn from the Frost Mage. Frost Mage is looking like a lot of fun. I think that would be the next alt that I use. So let's recap where we're at right now. Understanding your class. Got to understand when to use your abilities, how to do big damage on that class. We're prioritizing survivability. We want to live in solo shuffle because if you die, you lose the round. We are using our crowd control abilities, hopefully not into DRs, although I've been failing at that so far. Staying aware of our surroundings, which is essential to, again, living in solo shuffle. You got to know where you're at in the arena. Sometimes it's better to be on a pillar than to be in the fray. And finally, learn from your mistakes. Do not tilt at your mistakes. The tilt game is absolutely real. So you are definitely going to want to try to not tilt and more learn from any of these issues and mistakes that you may be experiencing. So this warrior's out. We had to put a lot of cooldowns into him. Boom. Sending a hunt in there. That might not have been the move. Get our boy. All right, we got some damn here. I should have realized where my meta was. And the warrior goes down again. So warrior is killing us here. That's okay. I could have played that a lot better. That's the thing, right? So you want to learn from your mistakes in between rounds. You don't want to, you know, just think that the way you're playing because you're not dying is an absolute, right? It's the best way to play or anything like that. You know, chances are your death you could resolve for that, or your teammate's death. There were a lot of overlapped abilities there, as we saw. Started off a little early on this dude. Oh, this guy's AFK. Unfortunate, dude. Oh, he's back. Maybe they win still. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a cheesy way to win a shuffle round. But, you know, sometimes you got to take the cards that you're dealt. I am sorry. I still love you, bro. So, trying to be nice to the mage that unfortunately DC'd, but it's solo shuffle. You kind of gotta... The next tip is take no prisoners. Absolutely take no prisoners in solo shuffle. Yeah. So, those are the tips, guys. We'll play out this solo shuffle round just for fun. Get the stun into the fear on the boy. Kick that fear. So right now I'm in kind of an interesting spot. Need to wait for the warrior to get to me for that. And we get the dub there. So we go up in rating. So again, let's recap what the top 5 arena tips are. Understanding your class, prioritizing survivability, using your crowd control abilities, hopefully not into DR. In that game, you got to see me stop just throwing stuns into the kill target like a mindless demon hunter, and eventually start throwing stun into fear, into incap on the enemy healer, which is a much smarter way, I think, to play that as a demon hunter, because it's very rare that you're trying to kill. At least in that game, very rare that I was just trying to kill somebody in a stun. The disruption on the healer was exponentially more valuable as we got to watch the other team rot away. Stay aware of your surroundings. You saw that last game. I was hovering around 20-30% health for a very long time, but I kept kiting out the warrior until I had some of my cooldowns up to throw some burst damage into that lock. Luckily, the mage and I connected on that lock simultaneously. And killed our poor boy. We actually see this poor warrior who could definitely benefit from one of my warrior videos going 0-6 in that shuffle. This shuffle is kind of warrior food, honestly. I would like a lobby like this. So Slam Shady, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. And then finally, guys, learn from your mistakes. Do not tilt in solo shuffle. I am Tilt God X. So take it from me, it's not worth it. Number one, you got to remember that the people on the other side of the screen are all human. But number two, your Blizzard is actively banning. That's kind of where I've been. I served a 1-week ban for being a tilted whack job in solo shuffle. So boys, those are the tips. You got to watch me run a solo shuffle and go over those tips. You know, it's a lot of fun. So good luck unlocking your transmogs. I unlocked my demon hunters last night, and I will say it was actually a lot harder than my arms warriors because the class is a little bit squishier, well, a lot squishier, and the damage rotation and whatnot is kind of like you can do a lot of damage, but getting the kill, since you're super dot and bleed based, is a little bit more now. And I'm really trying to use the hunt to bait out cooldowns, but I think I need to hold the hunt longer in matches. But it feels very odd holding your CDs, you know, being like of the Mythic Plus mindset where you want to try to get as many uses of those CDs throughout, an encounter as possible. So I hope you learned something from this video, guys. I won't ramble anymore. Tomato sauce and out. Being nice to other players, absolutely in. I hope you took something away from this top 5 tips and solo shuffle guide. Take it easy, guys.